A few years ago, I was stuck in this cycle. A new car every few years, eating out multiple times a week. I was coloring my hair every 6 weeks and not normal colors. I was going fluorescent orange, teal, purple. You get the idea. Nails, pedicures, new outfits for every occasion. I wasn't drowning, but I also wasn't building anything. I was just spending. And then something shifted. Today, I want to talk about how I broke that cycle, what changed, what I'm still working on, and why my life actually got better when I started spending less. Before I go any further, I need to be clear about something. This video is not for people who are in poverty, people who are struggling to put food on the table, who are just trying to survive. You're in that situation, you're not in the spending cycle. You're in survival mode. And that is a completely different conversation. This video is for people who have the money to spend, maybe not rich, but comfortable, and are stuck in a cycle of spending it on things that don't actually make life better. That was me. I had some extra money and I was just spending it on stuff instead of building wealth. If that's you, keep watching. If you're just trying to survive, I see you. That is a systematic problem and it's not your fault. This video just isn't about that. Okay, let's continue. My husband and I have two cars, both paid off, both older, both work totally fine. And I'm going to drive them till the wheels fall off. A few years ago, I would have already traded one of them in. It's getting old, time for an upgrade. But here's what I realized. That's what the car companies and the banks want. They want you on that cycle. A new car every 3 to 5 years, always a payment, always the latest model. Why? Because that's how they make money. Not from selling you one car every 20 years, from selling you a new car every few years. And I decided to stop playing that game. My cars work, they're safe, they get me where I need to go. That's it. That's all a car needs to do. And now I've got no car payment. That money goes into my investments instead. I used to eat out multiple times a week. Convenience, socializing, because I didn't feel like cooking. Now, maybe a few times a month, usually takeout that I eat at home. I still do lunches with my girlfriends, but less than I used to. And at home, I have simplified everything. I used to try out new recipes all the time, buy ingredients I would use once, and waste a lot of food. Now I have a simple menu healthy, delicious, but simple. Lots of whole foods, very little prepared stuff, no soda, almost no alcohol anymore. It turns out if you're not spending $15 on a cocktail, you don't miss it as much as you thought you would. And this isn't about deprivation. This is about intention. Do I want this or am I just doing it because that's what I always do? Now, this one's personal. Skincare and makeup used to be a huge part of my budget. I would try every new product, follow all the trends, buy things I didn't need because they were pretty or popular. Like I said, with my hair, I was coloring it every 6 weeks. Really, fluorescent orange was one of my favorite colors to get. It was really fun, but it was really expensive. I was getting my nails done every 2 weeks. I was getting pedicures, and I have simplified all of it. Now I know what works for my skin and I stick to it. The same products, no more chasing the next thing. My hair, for the most part, I just let it be. It turns out I like it better this way anyway. Nails and pedicures, I do it myself. And clothes, okay, clothes I am still working on. I do try to not buy a new outfit for every occasion. I really do try, but that is a work in progress. And I'm okay with that. This isn't about being perfect, it's about being intentional. And here is what nobody tells you about spending less your life doesn't get worse, it gets so much better. I am not sitting around feeling deprived. I'm enjoying the simple pleasures, spending time with my husband, with my dogs. As Dan puts it, we are enjoying our mortgage, building equity, investing, and building something that lasts. Instead of chasing the next thing, the next car, the next outfit, the next restaurant, I'm just living and it feels good. That dopamine hit from buying something new, that wears off really fast. But watching your investments grow, Knowing you're building wealth, knowing you are breaking the cycle, that lasts. This connects with everything I talk about on this channel. Understanding how money works, understanding the system. Once you see how the spending cycle works, how it is designed to keep you broke, you can't unsee it. They want you buying new cars, new clothes, new everything. Because when you're spending, you're not investing. And when you're broke, you're desperate. When you're desperate, you will take whatever job they offer, accept whatever conditions they set. You're easier to control. But when you break that cycle, when you start building wealth, you have options, you have freedom. And that's the point, not to deprive yourself, not to live in scarcity, to build something real and to take back control. Am I perfect? No. Am I still tempted to buy a new outfit? Yes. Do I still go out to eat? Absolutely. This isn't about being extreme, it's about being intentional. Every dollar I don't spend on stuff I don't need is a dollar that's working for me. Building wealth, building freedom, building a future. And I'm on this journey, and it's not always easy, but it's worth it. If you're in the spending cycle, and most of us are, you can break free. Start small. Question one expense, one habit. Do you need this? Or are you just doing it because it's what you always do? You don't have to change everything overnight, but you can start today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.